Step inside an Olive Garden, and you're welcomed with the warm scent of garlic, butter, and tomato sauce. The decor is designed to evoke rustic Italian charm. The servers greet you with baskets of endless breadsticks, and the menu boasts an impressive range of pasta dishes. But behind the facade of family-style hospitality and authentic Italian fare lies a world most diners never see. Olive Garden may be a staple of American dining culture, but their pasta, and the way it's presented, prepared, and priced, carries more hidden truths than most people suspect. The first secret is perhaps the most surprising. Olive Garden doesn't make their pasta fresh. Despite the romanticized image of chefs in white coats rolling out sheets of dough in a steamy kitchen, most of the pasta at Olive Garden is pre-packaged and pre-cooked. In fact, it arrives at each restaurant location in large frozen batches from centralized food suppliers. It's not hand-rolled, nor is it made in-house each day. Instead, it's mass-produced, frozen for storage and shipping efficiency, then reheated when you place your order. This method is not necessarily unsafe or uncommon in the restaurant world, but it certainly breaks the illusion of freshly made artisan Italian cuisine. One reason for this approach is standardization. Olive Garden is a chain, and with over 850 locations across the United States, consistency is key. A fettuccine Alfredo in Boise must taste the same as one in Orlando. Fresh pasta made daily on-site introduces variables: humidity, egg quality, flour variation, cook time precision. Centralized production removes that uncertainty. It's the same reason sauces are made in bulk, frozen, and shipped out to each location in vacuum-sealed bags. When you're eating your favorite creamy mushroom ravioli or chicken scampi, you're actually tasting something made weeks or months ago in an industrial kitchen. Then there's the illusion of variety. Olive Garden's menu boasts dozens of pasta dishes, but many are built from the same basic ingredients, just arranged in different combinations. The penne primavera, chicken carbonara, and shrimp scampi may seem like unique offerings, but under the surface, they all rely on the same handful of pasta types, sauces, and toppings. There are 5 or 6 core sauces that get rotated and repurposed endlessly. Tomato-based marinara becomes spicy arrabbiata with a sprinkle of red pepper flakes. Alfredo becomes a seafood dish with a few pieces of shrimp tossed in. Add grilled chicken or sausage, and suddenly it's a new menu item. The strategy is brilliant for cost control and inventory management, but deceptive in how much innovation is really happening in the kitchen. Another closely guarded secret is how the pasta is cooked and recooked. In traditional Italian kitchens, pasta is boiled fresh, then served immediately, al dente, with sauce added at the last minute. At Olive Garden, pasta is cooked in large batches ahead of time, slightly underdone, then portioned into plastic bags. When a customer places an order, that bag is reheated in boiling water or the microwave before being tossed with sauce and plated. This practice ensures speed during rush hours, but it also means your pasta has been cooked twice, once hours or even days earlier, and again just before reaching your table. This reheating process can leave the noodles mushy, overcooked, or inconsistent in texture. And what about those famous never-ending pasta deals? Customers flock to Olive Garden during the never-ending pasta bowl promotion, excited to gorge themselves on bowl after bowl of noodles for a flat price. It seems like an unbeatable deal, but Olive Garden counts on a very simple reality. Most people don't eat as much as they think they will. After a few servings, diners get full, and each subsequent bowl is smaller than the first. The first bowl may come with a generous heap of fettuccine, but the second might have noticeably less. The third, even less than that. The restaurant also uses subtle delay tactics. Servers are trained not to rush with the refill bowl, giving your body time to realize it's full, reducing the chance you'll ask for another. And the cost of the pasta itself? Dirt cheap. Pasta is one of the most inexpensive foods to produce, and Olive Garden's bulk purchasing means their cost per serving is mere cents, even with sauce and protein added. So even if a customer eats 4 bowls, Olive Garden still turns a profit. Another carefully hidden truth lies in the nutritional content of the food. Olive Garden's dishes may appear wholesome, even healthy, especially the ones with grilled chicken or vegetables. But many pasta dishes are loaded with sodium, saturated fat, and hidden sugars. The creamy sauces like Alfredo and carbonara are calorie bombs. A single serving can contain over 1,200 calories and nearly a full day's worth of sodium. Even the lighter fare, such as herb-grilled salmon with broccoli, often comes bathed in butter or oil. And if you're piling on salad, breadsticks, an appetizer, dessert, and a few drinks, you could easily consume more than 2,500 calories in one sitting without realizing it. Olive Garden publishes nutritional information, but it's not front and center. You have to dig into the website or request a printout to see just how much is hiding in that comforting bowl of pasta. Let's talk about the sauces themselves. At first glance, they taste rich and flavorful, but many are thickened with cornstarch or flour and boosted with artificial flavors and preservatives to increase shelf life and maintain consistency across locations. What you might assume is a creamy Parmesan garlic sauce could contain very little real cheese. Instead, it's often a blend of processed cheese product, dairy powders, and emulsifiers. These ingredients help maintain that velvety texture without curdling, but they're far from fresh. The marinara sauce may seem slow-cooked, but it's actually engineered to be reheated and poured quickly with no need for chef intervention. And those fresh herbs sprinkled on top? Often freeze-dried parsley rehydrated just before serving. And then there's the illusion of customization. Olive Garden encourages guests to build their own pasta bowl, choosing from different sauces, noodles, and toppings. But what they don't tell you is that many combinations aren't actually made to order. Instead, the kitchen has predetermined builds that they simply tweak slightly. If you ask for fettuccine with a custom sauce and shrimp, you may end up with the pre-made chicken Alfredo base. Chicken removed, shrimp added. The sauce may still carry the flavor or grease from whatever protein it was originally paired with. The staff isn't always trained for extensive customization, and the kitchen is built around assembly line production, not true made-to-order cooking. So while you're dreaming up a unique flavor combo, the kitchen is just trying to make it resemble one of their existing dishes as closely as possible. Let's not forget the breadsticks, the beloved freebie that brings people back time and time again. But even these golden garlic-buttered carbs have secrets. They aren't made in-house either. Frozen dough sticks arrive at each location and are heated in the oven. The famous garlic topping? It's often a blend of margarine and garlic powder, not freshly chopped garlic in butter, as many assume. Each batch is brushed for visual appeal, but the flavor comes from flavoring agents, not traditional ingredients. It's more about nostalgia and habit than quality. Even the decor and music are part of the illusion. The paintings on the walls, the faux stone pillars, the soft Italian opera in the background. It's all engineered to make you feel like you're stepping into a Tuscan villa. But there's nothing Italian about it. Olive Garden's parent company, Darden Restaurants, uses market research to determine which elements Americans associate with authentic Italian dining. The result is a set design, like a stage. The experience is curated down to the color of the plates and the pattern of the tile. The goal is to prime you for comfort and familiarity, two powerful emotional triggers that make you more likely to spend. The staff training is similarly calculated. Servers are instructed to use specific phrasing, like, "Would you like to try our house wine?" instead of, "Do you want a drink?" because it makes customers feel like they're being offered something exclusive. Menu items are upsold using sensory words: rich, decadent, creamy, bold. These words activate taste memory and make your brain more receptive to indulgence. Even the way food is plated with a central pile and garnished rim is meant to mimic upscale restaurant presentations. And speaking of upselling, one of Olive Garden's biggest profit centers is its drink menu. While you're focused on pasta, it's the alcohol that drives margins. Cocktails and wines are priced far above cost, often with a markup of 300% or more. House wines are often generic blends rebranded with the Olive Garden name, and mixed drinks come from pre-made syrups and concentrates. The appeal lies in the presentation, the long-stemmed glasses, the garnishes, the colorful swirls, not in the ingredients. Olive Garden also benefits from the power of repetition. Most customers order the same dish over and over again. This repetition not only reinforces the illusion of quality through familiarity, but it also makes it easier for the kitchen to batch prepare popular dishes. The lasagna, for instance, is one of the most complex-looking items on the menu, but it's actually assembled and frozen off-site, then reheated and browned in the oven before serving. Same goes for the popular chicken parmigiana, breaded, pre-cooked chicken cutlets, flash-fried and stored, then baked with sauce and cheese when ordered. By the time it reaches your table, it's more like a heat-and-serve meal than restaurant-made cuisine. Then there's the price. For a casual dining restaurant, Olive Garden isn't exactly cheap. A dinner for two with drinks, an appetizer, and dessert can easily top $60 or $70. That's a high markup considering the actual cost of ingredients. Pasta and sauce are among the cheapest food products available in bulk. Add the fact that they're not cooking from scratch, and the profit margins become massive. What you're paying for isn't the food, it's the experience, the branding, the comfort of predictability. But perhaps the biggest secret is psychological. Olive Garden doesn't just sell pasta. It sells an idea, an emotional experience rooted in family, tradition, and warmth. It taps into nostalgia, even if you've never been to Italy. The restaurant cultivates an atmosphere that says, you deserve to relax. This is your treat, your home here. The marketing campaigns reinforce this with phrases like, when you're here, you're family. That's not about food, it's about emotional manipulation. You associate the brand with comfort, so you forgive the shortcuts. You feel like you're indulging, even when you're eating reheated noodles in a chain restaurant off the highway. None of this means Olive Garden is evil. In fact, many diners love the food, and the restaurant is consistent, clean, and offers a reliable experience. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't pull back the curtain and understand what we're really eating and how it's being sold to us. The truth is, Olive Garden's pasta isn't gourmet. It's engineered, it's marketed, it's manufactured, and yet millions of people keep coming back. Maybe that's the biggest twist of all. In a world that demands authenticity, perhaps what people really want is the illusion of it, served with a side of salad and a few warm breadsticks.